Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, Yoga by Diana. On today's video, we're gonna see what's behind this posture, lotus posture. For some people, this posture already is quite intense, maybe on the instep, maybe on the knee, maybe on the lower back. So we're gonna decompose it one step at a time. So go ahead, sit down on your mat. Any position that you find comfortable. If this is your lotus, just stay there with me. Keep your knees dropping down slowly and slowly. As long as your lower back is not hurting, just keep those knees dropping. What's happening in this posture? Your hips are opening from here. Your knees are stretching as well. If you're putting one foot on top of your thigh, your instep is stretching. And that is putting pressure on that knee that is on top. Now, if your hips are tight, most probably you will be having tension on that lower back. That's why I'm having with me either a yoga block, if you have one at home, or a towel. So go ahead, get your towel or your yoga block and come back and join me into this video. While you're sitting down with your legs crossed, without enough flexibility on the hips, the lower back will be taking a lot of stretch, a lot of tension. That's why if your legs are this way, you want to elevate the coccyx with the block or with the towel, and the knees will be able to drop a little bit more, and you will find comfort on that back, and you will notice that you are able to straighten your back a little bit more, and the core will be way more engaged. In case you don't have a yoga block, you can always use a towel, just fold it a couple of times. You're gonna convert it into a little cushion this way. Put it underneath the coccyx. You don't want to be fully sitting on the towel this way. You want to take it a little bit outwards, so it's just the coccyx sitting there. Your coccyx is there, your back is straight, similar to the block, bringing the back straight. Now, in this position, or if you're sitting on the floor, start bringing your right leg up, swinging your leg from one side to the other, this way. This movement is opening that hip to be able to make the rotation for the knee later on. Changing the side, left leg this time, swinging from one side to the other, you're preparing the hips. And exhale, release it. Bringing your feet together into butterfly pose. This is butterfly. Remember, if your knees are here, that's fine. If that's your limit, just stay there. Do dynamic movements. Dynamic, so up and down. Either keeping the hands here, on your hips, wherever you want. Still, we're working on the hips and a little bit on the knees. Next posture will be focusing on the insteps. So now we're gonna work on the instep, this part of your foot, because while you go into lotus, you kind of stretch this area a little bit. Bringing your right foot up, I want you to hold your foot with the left hand and with the right hand this way, right hand on the ankle. Bring it up, like you kind of scoop your foot up. Imagine the foot wants to be facing up to the ceiling. Remember, if this is your limit, keep the foot there. If you can go a little bit deeper, go for it. This way you're rotating not only the instep, but the knee as well. Keep it a couple of breaths. It's okay if your left leg is extended this way. Keep it. Let that foot adapt. Little pain around this area is completely fine. This is an area that we don't stretch usually. Release it. Opposite side. Left leg up. Scoop your foot, grab it, scoop it up, and stay. Remember, your right leg can be forward, down, whatever you prefer. And check your limit. Maybe this is your limit. That's fine. Stay there. And release. Back again into butterfly pose. Feet together this time. Since we are moving this area already, open your feet like a book. That means your feet want to be facing up. Open them like a book. Again, dynamic. 5 seconds dynamic. And release it. Now static. Bring the hands on top of the feet. Lean forward. You're opening the hips a bit more. Chest forward, chest straight, back straight. Stay there with me. 5 seconds. Back to center slowly and release it. Now let's give a little bit of mobility to the hips. Just a few exercises there. Turning onto your side. You're gonna bring the hands behind your back, feet forward, let the knees drop from one side to the other. Opening up the hips, just let them drop, left and right and left. Keep them that way. 2 more times. And release it. Back again. Let's try this time. This is kind of a little warm up for your lotus posture. Go back again with the towel if you need to, or just sitting on the floor. Cocks is there. Now, I want you to cross your legs and let them drop. We give mobility for the hips, flexibility, movement for the knee, and stretch on the instep. Bring any foot that you prefer on top, slowly. The other leg, kick it forward and try to bring it on top. Doesn't have to be all the way here. Maybe this is your limit. So I invite you to sit in this posture for a couple of seconds. And the more you go into this posture, the easier it will be for you to go into full lotus posture. Remember, this posture doesn't come in a couple of days. It's a matter of practice. And it's a matter of staying low. That means sit more on the floor. Whenever you're watching TV, try to sit on the floor. That's gonna allow your body to be able to adjust and to be creative of the ways that you want to be comfortable sitting down. So stay grounded. That's gonna help you so much with your flexibility and mobility. And I will see you next week with another video with a healthy tip, yoga flow, or some mobility exercises. Have a beautiful day, everyone.